Hi everyone! Today I want to talk with you about the benefits of ketosis. We all know weight loss. Everybody knows keto and weight loss. But I want to talk with you about some of the other benefits and kind of a little bit of the history of the idea of the ketogenic diet. So ketogenic diet's been around since the 1920s. Actually, some would say it's been around even longer. Technically the first, I think, actually written documentation in the scientific community started around the 1920s. And it started as a way to treat epileptic patients, those patients that suffered from seizures. Some physicians noticed that with intermittent fasting, blood sugar dropped, the liver took over, ketone bodies were produced, and patients had less seizures or no seizures at all. So it's been around for a long time, and it's been used even still today, even after the development of anticonvulsants, medications that help with seizures, even those patients that are non-responsive to certain medications. Physicians still use the idea of a ketogenic diet in conjunction of helping those patients that suffer from those things. It's also being researched, studied, peer-reviewed articles are being written about how a ketogenic diet can help with a lot of neurological problems. I've read, and if anybody's interested, I'd be happy to get links to you. I've read articles about it helping with Alzheimer's, autism, ADHD, certain psychological problems, bipolar and things like that. It's a huge deal if done correctly, and if done in the right way. It can make huge improvements on your health. So I want you to kind of be aware of that. I also want to talk with you about what we're doing it for, which is what most of us are doing it for, is weight loss. So being in that ketogenic state, there's 4 things I want you to remember that will happen to the body. You get your rapid and safe weight loss because your body's finding its own source of fuel. It's not having to look outside of the body in order to get that. You will get an increased mood and energy level, again, because your body can go, I know how to pull, so I can get that that energy source. I'm going to feel better, I'm going to perform better. You will get a decrease in hunger and cravings, again, because the body's doing what it's supposed to do. So you're not going to get these triggers up to the brain of saying, my blood sugar's dropped, I'm going to trigger the brain and trigger these hungers and cravings and start reaching for things that you're not supposed to, because the body will just say, no, I know what to do, I'm going to pull from my fat sources. And then lastly, which is very different than a lot of reduced calories or low calorie diets that you're going to find, is you get decreased, it spares, I should say this much, it spares lean muscle. Oftentimes when you get a reduction of calories, you lose a lot of muscle mass. Patients will come in and say, I did these kind of more renowned weight loss programs that you see on TV that, famous people endorse, and I felt really weak. Or, I started struggling with bone loss or muscle loss or, all of these other things. You're not going to get that in your state of ketosis, again, because the body's going to find its own source of fuel. It's going to go into what has already been put aside for the exact purpose of what it is that we're trying to do. So those are some of the benefits. I do want to touch on, again, it's going to be it's going to be a repeat that you're going to hear from me over and over and over again. Share. Please share this information with those people that you know who might suffer from epilepsy, who might have children that suffer from autism, or adults that suffer from autism, individuals that might have Alzheimer's. Share this with their friends and family. Know that there is additional resources outside of outside medication. Know that there are other things that they can also be looking toward. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be able, or what I'm going to share with you is going to cure, treat, prevent, or any of that good stuff, but I want them to have a little snippet of what it is that they can do to help their family members, to seek out maybe a medically supervised ketogenic program where they can actually sit down with doctors and nurses like what I used to do and go over all of these different things and supervise those patients through it. So please share this information and get the word out. If you guys have questions, feel free to leave them. Again, I love questions. There's certainly possible that I may have some of my former patients that are going to follow along with me. So they can also tell you I love questions. I love them. There's no question that's silly or stupid. There's no question that I hopefully won't be able to answer for you. If not, I'm going to either refer you back to your primary care physician, or I'm going to try and seek out that information for you, okay? Hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.